Now at 6, about 50 Afghan refugees will soon call the 4 states home. Today, residents were given a chance to see what resettlement would look like. Plus, why the Oklahoma Supreme Court overturned a lower court's ruling against drug maker Johnson & Johnson. And details of 2 Joplin shootings, including one that resulted in the arrest of a victim.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Around 50 Afghans are expected to be settled in the Joplin metro area. This is KOAM News at 6. A local group handling the Afghans held a meeting in Joplin today to let the area know what to expect. KOAM's Chris Warner was at that meeting and has more.
Refugee and Immigrant Services and Education, or Wreaths, held a public meeting Tuesday in Joplin to discuss what this means for the Joplin area. Wreaths is based in Knoll and helps immigrants relocate to the area. The Afghans could be settled anywhere in the Joplin metro area, not just the city itself. Wreaths Executive Director Mike Newman says there are several reasons they picked Joplin.
Because we have so many faith-based and community support services. We have tens of thousands of people that are attending churches that have a heart for the foreigner. We have affordable housing that a lot of the places, especially the urban cities, do not have.
Newman adds that Wreaths provides extra support to those who settle in the area beyond what other agencies can provide.
But the volunteers don't necessarily stay with the family. So we are unique, as far as I know, and that we're going to be able to have people that are going to surround these people, make them feel part of the community, and really be with them during their stay in Joplin.
Newman says there's a term floating around that describes the Afghan refugees as parolees, but he says that word is different when it comes to immigration terms.
So they're not on parole. They are parolees because they did not get their paperwork done in Afghanistan. So they are over here finishing their paperwork, and then they have up to 2 years to change their status legally through the immigration court system.
Joplin resident Alan Bemo went on 5 separate trips to Afghanistan with a company to provide support to the residents over the past several years. He came to the Tuesday meeting to learn more about the plans on getting the Afghans here and how the community felt.
I was pleasantly surprised that it seemed like generally people are just wanting more information and even wanting to know how they can help.
Bemo says he supports the idea of resettling the Afghans in the area.
If they can come here to America, the land of the free and home of the brave, and set up some businesses here, do business, I'd be glad to help them.
In Joplin, Chris Warner, KOAM News.
Right now, the refugees are at various bases in the United States. Newman says the plan is to begin moving them by the end of January. Checking in with Doug Heddy now for a first look at the weather.
Hey, Dal, not bad for us today. A lot of clouds across the region, but temperature is still pretty good. Most of us upper 60s to near 70. But the clouds are going to be sticking around for a little while longer, at least the next couple days. They're going to continue to thicken up as we go through the overnight hours for us tonight. As our next storm system right across the western parts of the Rockies, this will give us showers and thunderstorms by the time we head into tomorrow evening. Not tonight, but tomorrow evening. So we're going to stay dry as we go through the evening hours. Most of us are sitting into the mid-60s. We do have southerly winds, a weak little front that has kind of dropped in, but it's washing out. Southerly winds will start to pick back up later on tonight and into the daytime hours tomorrow. Through the evening, we drop back through the 60s. Not that chilly, though. Most of us upper 50s for overnight lows. Now, good chances for thunderstorms for us tomorrow evening. We're going to break that down for you here in just a bit.
Catch you then. The Oklahoma Supreme Court has overturned a $465 million opioid ruling against drug maker Johnson & Johnson, finding that a lower court wrongly interpreted the state's public nuisance law. The court ruled in a 5-1 decision today that the district court in 2019 was wrong to find that New Jersey-based J&J and its Belgium-based subsidiary Janssen Pharmaceuticals violated the state's public nuisance statute. It also rejected the state's appeal to increase the damage award to $9.3 billion. Spokespeople for Oklahoma's current Attorney General John O'Connor and for J&J did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Special elections are underway in Oklahoma, where a number of area counties, communities have local government races on the ballots. Polls close at 7, and we're going to have results tonight on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. A top Republican lawmaker is pushing to protect the ability of Kansas workers to claim religious exemptions from COVID-19 vaccine mandates and to provide unemployment benefits if they won't get inoculated. Senate President Ty Masterson outlined his proposals today during a meeting of a joint legislative committee. That committee is looking for ways for Kansas to resist COVID-19 vaccine mandates imposed by President Biden. Masterson told reporters during a break in the meeting that he's more seriously considering having lawmakers call themselves into special session to consider such proposals. The full GOP-controlled legislature isn't scheduled to reconvene until January. The Kansas Department of Transportation says it's facing a staffing shortage that could slow the clearing of highways in winter storms. The department said today that it's about 30% short of being fully staffed with snowplow operators across the state. The agency says the staffing shortage is worse this year than it has been in the past. Transportation Secretary Julie Lorenz says the staffing shortage means that with inclement weather, some highways might not be cleared as quickly as they have been in the past. She says she's warning motorists now so they can plan ahead or alter travel plans when the state faces winter storms. Joplin police investigate 2 shootings, one leading to the arrest of the victim. Both shootings happened yesterday. The JPD responded to the first one just before 10:30 a.m. on the 900 block of South Connor Avenue. That's where they found 29-year-old Joseph Pryor suffering from a single gunshot wound. He received treatment for a non-life-threatening wound at the hospital, and then police arrested him on active warrants out of Webb City. The second shooting happened on the 3100 block of South Jefferson Avenue. Police were called around 5:30 p.m. and they found a man with a gunshot wound to his abdomen. No word on his condition. Joplin police are still investigating, but they believe this was an isolated incident and that there is no threat to the public. Still ahead, there's going to be a lot of well-read kindergartners in Southwest City, Missouri, as the school issues a challenge to local parents. The Jasper and Newton County chapter of 100 Women Who Care is helping support the Alliance of Southwest Missouri's Good Dads program. The group today donated $2,500 to the Alliance. The Good Dads program helps fathers build better relationships with their kids and also helps fathers budget to meet family needs.
An opportunity for them to reach out to fathers, to reconnect, build those relationships with those kids, reconnect, learn how to budget, learn how to make all of those child payments. And you know, what a delight to support that charity this quarter.
100 Women Who Care is an international organization of women who gather with the mission to donate money to local charities. Members of the Pi Kappa Alpha fraternity at Pitt State are raising money and awareness for area homeless. They're doing so by staying outside in cardboard structures while collecting donations and money.
We're a small D2 chapter, so there's only so much we can do. But in this community, there's a lot that needs help, and there's a lot that we can do as a group of men together. And so we did Project Homeless a few years ago, and we raised roughly $1,400 for charity. So we're hoping to do better.
You can drop off donations to the guys. They're at the Oval across from the Overman Student Center at Pittsburgh until Thursday. All donations benefit Pittsburgh's Wesley House. Educators in McDonald County, Missouri are issuing a challenge to parents and kids. Read 100 books before kindergarten. Every week, parents of preschoolers in Southwest City, Missouri can pick up a book from a mobile checkout station at the elementary school. Parents are then encouraged to read the book with their kids to ensure they've read 100 books before the start of the 2022 school year.
They get to see that reading is something we can do for pleasure. It's not just something we have to do to exceed on a test in class. It's not something we just have to do to have a job, but it's something that we can do for ourselves.
That program is also underway in Knoll, Missouri. Later, Fort Scott Community College no longer has a football program. We're going to have reaction in sports.
Plus, we got thunderstorms rolling in for us on Wednesday. I'm going to give you those details coming up. It turned out to be a pretty good Tuesday for us today. Not much in the way of sunshine, a lot of clouds, but temperatures are pretty good. And our temps are going to stay good tonight and tomorrow before we start to fall off. Also thunderstorms tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. Some of those could be on the strong side as well. Behind it, the colder air works in. We'll have a freeze by Saturday morning. On December 2nd, so a few weeks away, we're going to do the winter forecast. And of course, you can always get my month-long blog. That is KOAM newsnow.com. All right, temps, pretty good. Most of us still hovering into the mid-60s, 65 in Neosho, 65 in Veneta. Chanute is sitting at 65 degrees. We've had this little wind shift line kind of sinking in over the past couple hours. So we have northerly winds in our northern counties, southerly winds in our southern counties. It's a weak front. It's going to wash out and kind of lift back toward the north as we go through the overnight hours tonight. Once that occurs, our winds will start to pick up just a bit. 65 south winds, light, humidity is at 75%. Through the evening hours, we'll slowly drop back through the 60s into the upper 50s for overnight lows. We do have a lot of clouds. The clouds are going to hang tough. In fact, they'll probably thicken up a little bit more as we work through the overnight hours, but there's not much out there right now. Our main system out across the western parts of the Rockies, but it's that system that is going to slide in and give us a round of thunderstorms by about this time tomorrow evening. So let's break that down. Let's go through the overnight hours. Random spotty little sprinkles. Not a big deal, but we are going to have some random showers or random sprinkles out there as we go through the overnight hours tonight. These will pass on by morning. Still mostly cloudy skies throughout the daytime hours tomorrow. Temperatures again, upper 60s, very similar to what we did see today. So here's your day planner. 7 a.m. 59, 65 by noon. And a high temp of 69. Southerly winds pick up a little bit. We're going to have gusts in that kind of 20 to 25 mile per hour range. Also, here's 5 p.m. Look at the storms moving into our western counties and then driving east as we go through the evening. So here's 7:30 tomorrow evening. Showers, thunderstorms rolling into the metro. Some of these could be strong. There may be 1 or 2 low-grade severe storms, but these are mainly just strong storms. But a very loud evening, and then they push right on through, and I think by midnight, they're going to be gone. We'll start to clear out by the time we head into Thursday morning, but our temperatures are going to be cooler than what we have seen over the past couple days. Rainfall with this system, I think most of us 1/2 inch upwards to 1 inch, but it's going to be fairly heavy rain as we work through the evening hours. All right, let's jump into Thursday. Still near, I would say 60 for a high, and then another front rolls in by Friday, so we're going to struggle to get out of the 40s, and then we get a pretty hard freeze by the time we head into Saturday morning, but we're going to be mainly dry as we work through the weekend. All right, 69 tomorrow. Thunderstorms, 100% chance. That means everybody in our viewing area will get rain tomorrow evening. 60 on Thursday, only 49 on Friday. The weekend looks good, just a little bit on the chilly side.
You know, you don't mess around with those 95% chance things. You go out on a limb. You've never been wrong. When you say 100%, it will happen.
It better rain.
It better. Thanks, Doug. What began as a live auction for wreaths and holiday decor has expanded, but its heart is still in the holidays. The annual Festival of Wreaths took place today at Crowder College in Neosho. The event draws four-staters interested in bidding on clothing, electronics, household items, and of course, wreaths and other Christmas decorations.
It's a great feeling. We have a wonderful community. The counties, Newton, McDonald, all these surrounding communities have been great to chip in. We've got great, support from the school, our board members. So it's a team effort, definitely, and it feels great.
The auction benefits Crowder scholarships and other programs. Last year, it raised more than $91,000. Coming up in sports, reaction from former Fort Scott Community College football players after the school terminates the program. And the Gerard Trojans prepare an undefeated showdown against Holton in the state quarterfinals. Jacob Leonard has that and more coming up.
Fort Scott Community College announced the termination of its football program on Monday evening. That announcement came just 24 hours after the team's season ended with a playoff loss to Independence. Now, in a release, the school gave a few reasons for ending the program, including limited resources, changes in Jayhawk Conference eligibility rules in 2016, and, quote, the changing ethos of football in general, end quote. So now, program that's been around for nearly 100 years in Southeast Kansas is gone just like that.
I've coached a lot of guys that have went there, played there myself, and just to think of opportunities that'll be missed because the program is gone, it's a sad day at Fort Scott Community College.
Hearing that they're not able to compete is just sad. It's more than just wins and losses. If you can better a man and his family, get him a chance at higher education, and to see him succeed not just at FSCC but beyond FSCC, I think speaks more than just wins and losses.
The school says that while the program has ended, they will still honor scholarships for players who choose to stay in school. We'll have more on this tonight at 10. The Gerard Trojans are one of just 8 teams remaining in the Class 3A state football bracket. Gerard hits the road to Holton on Friday with a spot in the Final Four on the line. Now, this one is a good one. Both teams undefeated heading into Friday, each sitting at 10-0. Trojans, though, are feeling good, coming off 3 big-time wins against Frontenac, Caney Valley, and Parsons.
I thought the Caney game was a big game for us, coming back from obviously an emotional win probably for a lot of guys, and against Frontenac, big win. To not have a letdown and get out to a good start on both sides, I thought that showed some signs of maturity on our team, and then just last week against Parsons, they did some things that, some adversity early, and we handled that. We kind of settled in. So I think we've got, a relatively mature group as far as preparation goes, and I think, that starts with our captains and leadership there, seniors and upperclassmen, and I think we'll be all right as far as knowing what's ahead of us, and we got to prepare like we do each week.
We watched some film. We know that they're a strong team, good looking. They run the ball quite a bit. We're going to make some adjustments on defense, but I think it'll be a good game.
Well, tonight is the opening night of the basketball season for the Kansas Jayhawks. Kansas kicks off the year at the State Farm Champions Classic at Madison Square Garden in New York. The Jayhawks enter the season ranked number 3 in the nation. That game just getting started. Michigan State leads 8-6 about 5 minutes in. We'll have the latest from the game right here tonight at 10. That's a look at sports. We're back with more news after this.
Take time now to honor a local veteran. Private First Class Donald Payne served in the U.S. Army. His hometown, Arcadia, Kansas. And we are proud to salute Private First Class Donald Payne. He's tonight's four-state hero. One of Apple's first computers could sell for more than $500,000 at auction. An auction house is overseeing the sale of an Apple I computer. The lot includes several companion pieces to the Apple I, like a 1986 Panasonic video monitor and an Apple cassette adapter in a wooden case. The auction house says it's one of few surviving computers from the tech company's first ever model. Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs created it in Jobs' family garage between 1976 and 1977. Only 200 Apple I's were made. 175 of them have already been sold.
If I could travel back in time and buy some Apple stock.
Yeah, who knew? Who knew? But for everyone that, went sky high, there were a million others that went bust.
All right, for us tonight, just a lot of clouds, random showers. 69 tomorrow, mostly cloudy, but thunderstorms tomorrow evening.
Final sports note.
It's hard to believe, but it's already National Signing Day tomorrow, so we'll have a busy day. We'll have all that covered tomorrow night.
That's crazy.
We'll see you on KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.